Welcome to Miss Clarke's chemistry class. Now, we have talked about scientific notation, how to figure out if we think our answers look right, how to write scientific notation. We have not talked about how to put that in a calculator. That's the most important part. Let's do that now. So let's look at this first example. We've got 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd times 1.931 times 10 to the negative 9. How do we put that in the calculator? Now, I know you're probably thinking, that's easy. You just use that little up caret thing and parentheses. I don't know what it is about these scientific calculators. Sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. I'm going to show you my hack to where you get it right every single time, no matter what. So let's type that in. 6.02. Now this is the key right here. We're not using the up caret. We're going to use the exponent key. So you got to push the second button, the button right above the 7. It has a comma on it. And if you look really close, it has 2 capital E's there. I'm pushing that. If you can see in the calculator display, now I have 6.02 E. E means type in your exponent. Don't type in times 10. My exponent is a 23. So 6.02 E, 23, times 1.931 E, negative 9. Negative 9 equals. We've got a lot of numbers in our display. Now, if we look at this first number, 1, 2, 3 sig figs. If we look at our second number, 1, 2, 3, 4 sig figs. If you remember back to our sig fig video, you take the least amount. 3 is the least amount, so it wins. So I rounded my answer to 1.16 times 10 to the 15. Now let's look and make sure we agree with that. Remember, when you multiply, you're going to add your exponents. 23 plus a negative 9, yeah, 15, that sounds very reasonable. Let's try another example. 8.5 times 10 to the negative 34 times 3.00 times 10 to the 8. I snuck these numbers in on you. These are all chemistry numbers. This happens to be the speed of light. You'll get to that in a few more units. Okay, let's try the next one. 8.5, again with the E. Remember, that's the second button. The button right above the 7 with that comma. It's got capital E, and it's going to show you this little capital E right here. 8.5 E, negative 34, times 3.00 E8. I'm getting 2.55 E to the negative 25. Again, sig figs, 2 here, 3 here, 2 wins. So I'm going to round to 2.6 times 10 to the negative 25. Negative 25, are we sure that's what we should get? Let's check. Negative 34 plus, because we're multiplying, an 8. So if we were to take 8 away from 34, 25, that's very, very close. That is very reasonable. Negative 25, that sounds pretty good now. That's multiply. Let's try divide. We've got 6.491 times 10 to the 16 divided by 5 times 10 to the 4. Again, we're not putting times 10. We're using the exponent key. So let's type that in. 6.491 E16 divided by 5 E4 equals. Now remember sig figs, we only needed 1 sig fig. So that's going to be 1 times 10 to the 12. 1E12. Let's double check that. 16 minus, because we're dividing, 4. 16 minus 4, yep, 12. That looks like a good answer. Let's try another one. 4.9105 times 10 to the negative 19 divided by 2.5 times 10 to the 9. We're going to put that in the calculator. 4.9105, second button above the 7 to get our E, negative 19. Now, if you notice, I'm using this negative sign. Don't use the minus, use the negative. Divided by 2.5 E9. You also might notice I'm not really needing to use any parentheses. Equals. We've got 1.96 in our calculator and some other numbers. We need 2 sig figs. That 6 rounds the 9 up, which rounds the 1 up. If we need 2 sig figs for this number, we've just got to put 2.0. 2 sig figs, that's exactly what we need. And then the rest of the number, times 10 to the negative 28. Negative 28, that seems crazy. Let's check that. Negative 19 minus, because we're dividing, 9. So negative 19 and a negative 9. We combine those numbers. Negative 28, that is definitely doable. So remember my special hacks for putting scientific notation in the calculator. Do not type in times or 10. Only use the E. Number, E, exponent. That's it. It'll get you the right number every single time. Well, I hope that helps. If it did, like this video. Do you need me to make you a special video? Comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye, y'all.